All right, welcome back, everybody, to the 5-Day Rentals Podcast. This is the video store podcast where each week we take turns picking a flick that we think meets a fun, non-genre specific category. We are in person. We are calling this SMASHVILLE, not Music Shitty, which also would have worked.
Yeah.
I'm not the namer. Dan's the namer.
I mean, it's a direct reference to your city's NHL team.
SMASHVILLE?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Music Shitty is like how shitty we are.
Yeah, you are a corporate bile of pumping out shitty country music, yes.
Wait, is your hockey team the Nashville Smashes? What is?
It's the Predators.
The Predators.
Oh.
But they say, like, welcome to SMASHVILLE is whenever.
Oh, so you didn't come up with this?
No, well, we're getting smashed.
Oh, we're getting fucked then. We're going to get...
No, it's not like an official fucking thing for them.
People say SMASHVILLE.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, if it belongs to them.
My terms was we're drinking, we're getting smashed.
Oh, I thought it was because we were going to like smash through the rankings on Apple podcast charts.
Well, that's too.
Let's be proactive and send the Nashville Predators a cease and desist.
Okay, get in front of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're the aggressors, then all of a sudden they got to play defense.
Trump wasn't the first to say you're fired, but he got the trademark.
I was on Instagram on the toilet, and there were 2 or 3 people I seen on my feed where I was like, they're in Nashville. I should just send them this address, see if they show up.
Who?
We can't name them.
Like people that we know?
No, they're like
people that you follow?
They're like semi-famous people.
Who's semi-famous?
They wouldn't come. We came here like 12 years ago to see Kron, and I think you tagged the Black Keys on Twitter to say like, hey, we're drinking at this bar, come and meet us.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did they ever show up?
No.
I feel like semi-famous.
That's why we don't support them anymore.
Semi-famous would be like your Pat Sajaks of the world.
Nah, he's too famous. Funny story, Pat Sajak took over for the guy who was famous for Good Morning Vietnam, not Robin Williams, the actual person.
The real life guy that he's playing?
Yes.
Pat Sajak took over for the Good Morning Vietnam guy?
Yeah, the Good Morning Vietnam guy, his tour of duty was up, and Pat Sajak came in for him.
And he was like, we're not doing the radio anymore. We're spinning the wheel.
Yeah. People would call in and ask and pick a letter of each song.
He'd be like, no vowels.
Someone already said R. Next caller.
What are we talking about, Kron?
We're here to talk about the movie Castle Freak from 1995, directed by Stuart Gordon. I am Kron Howard.
You were Howard Hawks.
I will be your host. I'm joined as always by 2 dickless freaks, Laundry Dan and Bones. Say hello.
Hey, buddy.
I hope that never happens. But howdy.
I was a little bothered having to watch this again.
Why?
Got about halfway to it. We get to the part where the freak escapes his bonds, and I thought, oh, wait a minute. This is an argument we've had on the show for about a year about whether or not cutting off your thumb would be enough to get out of handcuffs.
Yeah.
So thank you, Castle Freak, for proving my point.
Well, he kind of cuts and then breaks.
He bites it off.
Oh, yeah.
He bites it off.
Well, of course you're going to get the cuffs off if you got no thumb at all.
That was always my argument, was cutting the thumb off.
Now, I feel like your thing was like...
Don't tell me what my thing was.
Your thing was like, I could do it with half a pinky or something. Some bullshit like that.
I'm being gaslit about a Hannibal episode. 80 people listen to.
It was the Hannibal episode. Okay.
Yep.
What was it?
It was Hannibal.
Hannibal.
No, but what was the argument?
He asked if like above the wrist or below the wrist when he was going to cut her arm off because she handcuffs herself to him. Mm-hmm. And then he ends up cutting off his own hand. And my argument was you could have just taken the thumb.
It's less fun.
Why didn't he do that before he became, or before he was in the condition that he is in now?
Are you asking why don't criminals just preemptively cut off their thumb so they can never be handcuffed?
No, I'm talking about the freak. Like, all those years.
Oh, we're talking about the movie we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about Hannibal.
I want to go to Bones' thing. Why don't more criminals cut off their own thumbs?
Because then people would know they're a born criminal.
Yeah. I mean,
And it'd
people,
be like Minority Report.
they burn off their fingertips.
Oh, yeah, I think the whole argument was I could just fold my thumb in. You still got to get over that fat part.
You still got that fat part. My argument is if you cut that, though,
Nah,
the phalange that connects to your wrist would be way more malleable.
Nah, I'm still not buying it.
Okay.
I think the movie got it wrong.
Okay, let's try it.
I think you need to drink more beers because you just said, I can't even say the two words you just said. Malleable?
Malleable?
Did you say malleable?
Yeah, that means like flexible.
And the phalange in my
a
hand?
phalange? That's the... I'm getting ripped for
Talking right.
speaking correctly
Yeah.
For 7th
and
grade
knowing
English.
some words.
For 7th grade English. Yeah.
That is not a 7th grade word.
I think it is.
Malleable?
Malleable
Yeah.
or valuable?
They sound very similar,
Yeah,
don't they?
Pretty close.
Malleable.
Maybe you should.
Malleable.
Yeah, that's a good middle school rhyme.
No, I don't think Eminem.
The malleable mandible.
A mandible, I know what that is. It's a wrestling
Because
move.
you watch wrestling so much.
Mandible's what the fucking predators got.
Mm-hmm. And also what mankind had.
No, it's a mandible claw because he shoved it into the mandible.
Yeah. But that's where the claw goes.
Yeah.
In the mouth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Mr. Sacco.
What was his stuff when he was... what was like Cactus Jack's finisher?
He did the, the face, the crotch he would run into your face while you were in the turnbuckle.
Oh, I thought it was the malleable paw.
That was his whole finisher?
Yeah, it was like a knee to the face when you were sitting down in the turnbuckle.
I guess you don't have to come up with an elaborate one if you're rolling around in broken glass and shit.
But your name is Cactus Jack.
What's the correlation to the knee to the
I
face?
can't remember what the...
It should have been something like
called.
pokey, Cactus Jack. It's got to be.
He should have just hit him in the head with a cactus.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Well, it doesn't have to be real.
He's going to bring his name is already Cactus Jack. He can't look that stupid and bring out a fake cactus every time.
He could throw it over his shoulder like Hacksaw Jim Duggan with a 2x4.
Now you'd expect that from a guy named Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Hey!
I think he'd throw a blade.
His
at
name was
somebody.
Hacksaw, and he brought out a 2x4.
Yeah.
You've never seen Hacksaw Jim Duggan?
I'm familiar. What I'm pointing out, though.
Yeah, he should have had like a blade or something.
But that's to Dan's point, though. Cactus Jack doesn't necessarily need to have a cactus.
You think it's a little hat on hat?
Yeah.
Cactus Jack, he would drill opponents into the mat using a double-armed DDT. I don't think that's right.
You just had
My dad's name
pedigree.
was Jack Foley, so
Basically.
I created a character
Right.
named Cactus Jack. At that time, like all teenagers, 16 or 17 years old, I wasn't having an easy time communicating with my dad, but wrestling was the bridge, as it has been with so many people. It's such a wonderful thing about wrestling.
Yeah, that explains the finisher move.
We're not here to talk about Cactus Jack.
Speaking of father-son relationships,
Speaking of bad dads, we've got the baddest one of all, Jeffrey Combs. Guys, we've all seen Castle Freak. Bones, you said it makes you uncomfortable.
I think it makes any rational person uncomfortable. That's not to say that it's not hysterical and watchable, but
I think it might be my favorite of the 3 Crampton, Combs, Gordons. There's this, From Beyond, and Reanimator.
I've still not seen From Beyond. I'm waiting for it to come on the show, but I would take Reanimator over this. But I get it. It oozes Kron.
I don't know if you'd ever see From Beyond. I don't think I'd want to plot that.
Yeah, From Beyond would be kind of
crazy.
Okay.
There's a lot of weird. I mean, I would probably do it, but just it's a good movie.
You've successfully plotted some pretty complicated and hefty things, I feel like.
Yeah,
you know.
Texas Chainsaw Next Generation.
Tombstone.
All right, guys, this is Castle Freak.
I wasn't going to mention any.
We see an old lady in a castle.
Wait, we got a regular
Come on,
box.
dude.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it, Tron.
Hey, guys, rate my letterbox.
Dan, write down a 4.5 for me. I'm giving Kron a 4.5.
I'm going Kron a 4.
All right, guys, we see an old lady. She's at a castle. She gives a cat some milk. She then prepares some thin slices of bread and 2 puny pieces of sausage, walks down to the dungeons below.
The bread looks pretty good.
I don't know, it looks like that hard baguette bread.
They like that shit over there, though.
Freak's mouth, the roof of his mouth's going to be all cut up.
You think that's what
That's
cut
why he
his
can't
face?
talk.
Yeah,
Maybe.
he's been eating that shitty bread all of his life.
How do they get that sausage to stay okay? Is it like salted and shit?
Yeah, I think it's like cured.
Cured? Yeah, it was pretty malleable.
I mean, you go buy a salami, you don't got to throw that in the fridge right away.
That's fair.
How often are you buying a salami?
Like a big one?
He's got one hanging from the...
Every 3 days.
That's all I eat. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
Eat Mediterranean, man.
Just put a bib on, grab your salami,
It's the best diet possible.
throw a couple olives in your mouth.
Cured meat and olives.
What are you washing it down with?
Throw a
Olive oil. Living like a sultan, dude.
If she was feeding this freak olive oil, he would already busted out of that place. He just gained.
Yeah, he would have got so big. Blow right through his restraints.
Why she got him locked in the van basement?
Because he's a freak.
She's a bitch, man.
He's a freak.
Clean the house.
She's a piece of
Look,
shit.
They got yard work to do. This is a castle.
That's his lot in life, dude. He's the freak.
Poor guy.
She takes out a key and opens an old-ass door. Inside is a very thin man huddled in the corner.
I mean, I would watch a wrestler called the Castle Freak. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. He could have been in like the Legion of Doom or something.
Yeah.
What's he... Do you just come out with the like half the robe? Dragging like a chain?
I mean, you could do the blanket or the sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can come out from under the ring.
I mean, Mankind already did the whole noise, so...
Well, he probably took heavily from the freak.
That's possible.
Did Mankind do a noise?
Didn't he do like
He would do like
a moan?
Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
I remember his promos. And like when he was coming to the WWF.
You recorded them on VHS and
I'm sure they're
would
on
play back
Peacock
and
now.
watch them the way I would VH1 Top 10 videos.
All right, she says Giorgio and then
You
proceeds.
sounded like you recorded that.
VH1 Top 10? Yeah, I had the VCR set every day to record it at 4 o'clock.
Weren't you getting the same videos like 9 out of 10
That
times?
would happen, and then I had 2 tapes. I would clear them out if I needed to.
So you had a collection of like This is the top 10 from 1990 to 1991?
No, I would record, like, so on Monday, for example, I would record the whole episode. Then I would watch it when I would get home. If, let's say, if it was Bare Naked Ladies, right, is number one.
Spanton.
I know I don't need to watch that. I know it's going to be number one. Then I would just take the tape to where...
Hold on. Were they number one, or did you just say they were number one?
They would get number one. I'm just... The most vivid music video that I can think of at the time is Bare Naked Ladies. Or like fucking Sixpence None the Richer or...
Kiss me.
Yeah.
Down by the island.
I want to be in Bali.
But then I would do, once I got MTV2, I would do MTV2. Because TRL wouldn't show the whole video. VH1 would show the whole video.
Yeah, but what do you mean you would clear them out? Like you would...
I had another tape and another VCR, so I would play the one onto the other VCR. So I would just record that video onto the...
Yeah, so your second video was like, here's the top...
He was only recording the videos that he wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I would say, oh, all right, I want number 5. So I would hook it up and I would start the other tape where I wanted it to record and I would play the other one.
I thought you were saying like you would watch it and be like, oh, new number 10 going on the Keeper video.
Kinda. Yeah.
Kron, it was Bare Naked Ladies 1, 3, 8.
Realistically, I think all I would do is wipe the tape that night and then do it again. Because I'd like to be able to skip the commercials and all the talking. Mm-hmm. So I could listen to Bare Naked Ladies every day.
My buddy Joe had the 10 most controversial videos of all time that he taped off MTV, and they were uncensored.
Smack My Bitch Up?
Yeah, it was number 1, dude.
Fuck yeah.
And they show it. They show the chick at the end.
It's
dude.
a chick the whole time,
They
dude.
show her at the end and she's naked.
What was number 2?
I think it was Closer by 9 Inch Nails.
That's so tame.
He's got like a monkey on a cross and shit. I think Jeremy was on there.
Jeremy would be fucked up.
Jeremy Spokane. Trying to think of what else was on there.
Is that probably just a few years before Aphex Twin?
Yeah, maybe.
92,
'Cause, like,
maybe? 93?
What's the Chris? Is it Chris Columbus? Like a different Christopher something that directed the. It's the one with like the kid in the wheelchair.
Come to Daddy. Was that
Is
the
that
one?
Come to Daddy? Because Window Licker's the fucked up the dude's face on the chick's body, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Come to Daddy. Was like the one with the guy in the chair.
Yeah.
Had like the huge head.
Those are fucked up.
Yeah, those were fucked.
Those are the castle freaks of music videos.
Window Licker might have been on the countdown. But that one, they might have been like, no, that's too hardcore even for the most controversial.
Yeah.
All right, this lady says Giorgio and then proceeds to just whip the absolute hell out of this guy. She leaves the food. On her way back up, she's not looking so well. She collapses into bed and presumably dies from beating another human so hard.
Looks like she's got some mold on the face.
Mold on the face.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta be sick as hell, dude.
And
Still,
immobile.
Yes.
still beating this guy.
Yeah.
You guys feel sorry for the Castle Freak?
Yeah.
Currently, I do.
Castle Freak's like a tragic figure.
I think so too. This is a tragic story.
He should be killed, but I feel bad for him.
He's also like a bad guy, though.
Yeah.
We'll see.
How do you feel about Arthur Fleck? You feel bad for him?
Like the Joker?
Yeah.
I mean, which one? I feel bad for
I think
Joaquin Phoenix, but I don't feel bad for Jack Nicholson.
well, he's Napier.
Yeah.
He's a different Joker.
1 point, Kron. Arthur Fleck is specifically the Joker. All other Jokers have no name.
Except for
only
Nicholson.
in death.
Nicholson. That was good.
So,
Steps on your line.
that's all right.
What was Jack Nicholson's name?
Jack
Jack
Napier.
Napier.
Oh, you.
What
I'm
was,
number one. Oh, God.
what was Heath Ledger's name?
He didn't have one. Nothing in his pockets but
Knives and lint.
Stop trying to make up for that.
I did already.
No, I'm not giving you that point.
This is a Joker-heavy in-person records.
Well, I'm wearing my purple suit. It's hard to...
Comic book movies are stupid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so is Castle Freak, and so is The Edge, and so is The Substitute. Movies are
I mean,
stupid.
really, like, Batman 89, that was the peak of comic book movies. They're never going to do any better.
300. I mean, it's just so horny.
What?
Huh?
We see the passage of time. This poor cat's just meowing. The bread is molding. Flowers are wilting. We see the old woman dead in bed. Opening credits. Boom! Fucking Castle Freak.
Cue the synth score.
Music by the one and only Richard Band in this thing.
Charles's brother, cousin.
Charles's brother. Scores a ton of full moon stuff.
Is this our... Well, I guess he did all the puppets
Yeah.
and then the doll man stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
Full
yeah,
moon.
we've covered quite a few.
We've done a full selection of full moon.
It's a solid percentage of our big list.
Yeah, maybe we need to push back.
I mean, the guy kind of owns the puppet market, you know? It's hard to talk puppets, not bring up Charles Band.
Do you get like a quarterly like report on puppets or something?
Oh, I guess. I mean, I have it set to go to my inbox to make sure it goes out okay.
I believe you.
We cut to this family. They're driving up to a castle. We've got John Riley, that's Combs, Susan Riley, Crampton, and their blind daughter, Rebecca Riley, Jessica Dollarhide.
Senor, can you slow down, please?
Rebecca does roll down the window to take in what she can with her remaining senses, and suddenly her mom is like, no, don't smell this Italian air.
You'll catch cold.
But yet I'm moving you to a castle.
Yeah.
Like no heat.
Yeah, the most drafty place imaginable.
Up front, John says to the driver, I just couldn't believe it when you contacted me that I inherited a castle. It sounded like a scam. No fucking shit.
He like turns, it was, and shoots the
Yeah.
They arrive at this castle. They're asking the driver, who is also a lawyer, how John came to inherit this property. Says, you're the son of the late Duchess's sister. Goes on to say that the family lost their fortune during the war. No money remained. All they have left is the castle and its possessions.
Which should be worth a lot, right?
I don't know. It doesn't look like there's a ton of shit in the castle.
But it always seems like there's a millionaire or billionaire out there that's like, yeah, what castles are on the market?
I bet you could buy a castle for cheaper than you think. If you want to live in like some remote area.
You guys want to see?
I don't think it'd be that great.
But we can make it great
Fucking
again.
rats and shit
Yeah.
running around everywhere.
You want me to cut that out?
What?
Nothing. Yeah, I mean it's gonna cost way too much to fucking insulate it, to make it comfortable. There's no built-in plumbing.
You guys don't want to shit in a bucket and throw it out the window?
I didn't say I didn't want to.
Whoa. I thought we were going back to shitting in the water. Is there water in the bucket? I have to dunk my...
There wasn't a castle involved.
Wait, what are you dunking in there?
I'm like, am I teabagging? And am I sitting in the bucket full of water? Is that best of both worlds?
I guess we could go in the moat.
There's no moat.
If it's a castle, it's got to have a moat.
The moat should be shitty water, right? That would be a good deterrent. Or was it already?
It probably was.
You think they just left the sewage right outside the castle? So you're smelling it
Well, that's what that wall was for.
cooking in the sun all day?
That's why it was built so high up.
Probably kills all the crocodiles.
I don't know if smell works that way.
Yeah, why were crocodiles in the moats in the Middle Ages?
Fuck people up.
I don't know.
No, there was no crocodiles in fucking Europe.
I think that's a made up thing, or Columbus brought crocodiles back.
John keeps asking how long it's going to take to liquidate all these assets. He wants to sell all this shit in the property.
This is like minute 10 that he's in the castle. He hasn't even looked around the fucking castle.
Yeah, but the lawyer guy's kind of taking him around. He's like, what's all this shit worth?
The cop says there's like 320 rooms.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah, I want to sell everything in here.
Well, they probably had a discussion. They weren't going to move to Italy, right? They're there to check it out, liquidate it, and then get back on with their life.
I think I'm staying for like at least a year.
You still gotta like buy food and shit.
Yeah, you got to go back to work.
I could work from home.
Not in the 90s.
But this does not seem like it was filmed in 1995, dude. If you told me this was made in 1982, I'd be like, yep.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did that. It's amazing.
Okay, so he captured the aesthetic of the 80s.
I believe it. I don't think he was trying to.
Maybe he just had some old shitty film stock laying
That's what I
around.
was like. I was like, wonder if he just had old film or some shit.
Oh, I just thought it was bad, cheap, and is Europe, so it feels 10 years behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it was an artistic choice to...
I don't think so.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it even better.
It's probably the same tape that they used to film like VH1 music videos over and over. And it's just so grainy.
Would have been cool if in the middle it just had like 6 seconds of a bare naked ladies video.
It's been. You just hear that. Like, was that?
And then the lines come in and Castle Freak slowly comes back into color.
It's impressive that it's on film and not on VHS, quite honestly.
Can anybody name another bare naked lady song?
No.
It's all been done. It's all been done. I think that's
1 point Dan.
Work Tide Kron.
He gets a point for that?
I do kind of, to be fair, I think he knew it and then he asked us.
No,
I think he banked it.
It came back to me.
I do all that cool Joker stuff, dude.
Dude, Joker, or bare naked lady is way cooler than the Joker.
Just keep going. You'll statistically get another one pretty soon.
Once they get into the castle, they meet the caretaker, Agnes. She apparently works for the castle, and no human contract exists. She just comes with the property.
Mm-hmm.
I'd already quit.
Completely unaware of the freak.
Yeah. She shows them the main bedrooms and says Rebecca has her own down the hall. Susan asks Agnes to prepare another room for her husband.
How difficult is it to prepare your own fucking room? You can't ask, hey, can I get another sheet? What's involved in preparing a room?
I hate making a bed, dude.
She's got to put the coals in the thing to warm the bed.
She's got to give you a shit bucket. And
Yeah. Empty your urine out into the moat.
It seems like that would be a room where there's a bucket and stuff.
if there was someone there and they were like, hey, this person will make the bed if you ask, I'd ask. I don't want to make the bed.
Do you make your bed at home?
Yeah, of course. Because who am I going to ask? But if there was someone available.
Also, I feel like she could have waited until the family was like down the hall. I know she's doing it to kind of shame the husband a little bit, but
Yeah, she could have just caught her in private.
Yeah.
Why is he? Keep going.
Combs is in the background making some crazy faces
Yeah,
when he's like biting his knuckles and shit and tugging on his collar.
He's immediately embarrassed by it.
During the night,
She was gonna divorce this guy, and then she found out he had a fucking castle in Italy. And she was like, you know what?
I think she would have left if she was going to leave already.
I think she was like, let me hit Italy for like a week, 2 weeks.
Nah, I think this is I don't want the daughter to have any more trauma on top of loss of a brother and loss of eyesight.
I think she was hoping that he'd like redeem himself through a grand gesture that resulted in his death.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like he's pretty sorry about it. Seems like he's working on it.
I don't share that assessment.
Right now.
I mean, it's a pretty big fuck up, so...
We'll get there.
During the night, John comes to visit Susan in her bedroom. Says, hey, it's a new place, a fresh start. I miss you, Susan. You look so beautiful.
I ache for you.
I ache for you. He tries to kiss her. She's not having it. She says, I can't forgive you even though I want to. I'm going to bed now. Cut to John. He's having a flashback. He's driving a car. He's clearly fucked up. There's a non-blind Rebecca. She says, maybe we should pull over until the rain lets up. He says, I told your mother I'd have you home for dinner. How you doing back there, JJ? Is it one of the best line reads?
Yes. How you doing back there, JJ? Like it.
It's good. I think what Combs is doing in this movie is good.
It's not good.
It is good.
He's
You don't remember this performance?
I remember it, but I'm not like... We're not calling the Oscars or anything, bro.
Well, I'm not calling the Oscars, but it's fun. It's good.
I think he's weirdly in the... If Nicolas Cage is the ultimate, is he bad, is he good? Mm-hmm. Combs is the just to the right of... Like he's leaning a little bit more into bad.
Sure.
But I think he's doing the work for this movie. Mm-hmm. So it's probably not getting a ton of takes.
I think any movie you see him in, he's bringing his fucking A game.
Yeah.
And that's his A game.
That's fair. That's fair. This is the best I'll ever podcast. It's not good,
It's excellent.
but I'm doing my best.
From the back seat, JJ says he's fine, but he drops his Game Boy. He unbuckles himself to get it. Combs looks back, says, hey, buckle up. A big truck's coming the other way. Combs swerves wildly, flips the car. JJ is thrown 1,000 feet and dies.
He flips the car on the smallest... That... Anybody could survive that roll.
Not JJ, dude.
He's not seatbelted.
It's just so like slow. It takes like a minute for that car to flip over.
They had to reuse it later. They didn't really want to fuck it up that much. Easy.
And it's like you're supposed to be in the United States, but you can totally tell that's like a European sedan.
JJ's a golden boy, but made of glass, Dan. You can't flip a car like that on him.
I don't even think any of the glass broke.
It may not have. There may not have even been any glass in it. They didn't want to have to clean up the mess.
Well, then why is she blind?
Well, from the glass after they cut and put some glass around.
I always forget that she still has eyes.
You can see them sometimes.
No, but that's what I mean. I always think like, oh, that's right. Her eyes are all like she lost her eyes, not just her eyesight. So then when they show her later,
Trying not to look at stuff.
I think she does okay. Vocally, I don't know if she's that great, but she's pretty good at blank stare.
Mommy, do you still love Daddy? Please love Daddy.
Combs wakes up. He starts to wander throughout the castle. He hears something and goes room to room looking for JJ. Eventually, he finds himself in a giant wine cellar. He dusts off a bottle. He's ready to have a fucking drink. Fights it. Smashes the bottle, cutting his hand open.
Good for you.
What is with this family? They're so easily ruined by glass.
M. Night Shyamalan's like, huh?
Do you think he took inspiration from this? We've already got Cactus Jack, Jack Napier, M. Night. This is like a movie buff's movie, you know?
Oh, I thought you were pitching Cactus Jack plays Joker in the M. Night Shyamalan.
No, I just think
Gotham movie.
Just think all those guys were inspired by the Castle Freak.
Oh, okay.
You know? Agnes gets up to check on Combs. He says, hey, you heard it too, right? That moaning noise like a child crying? Agnes offers Combs a drink. He says, no, I don't drink anymore. She starts telling him the story of Giorgio, the Countess's only son. He was a beautiful child, but died when he was 5. There's some great stuff here where she'll say, like, he was just a baby, bambino, to let you know that they're in Italy.
Did he just go through the script and throw Italian words?
What's the Italian word for baby?
And he didn't replace it. He just added a baby bambino. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Duchess married an American after the war. He abandoned her and the boy. Soon after, the boy died. Whenever that happened, she dismissed everyone from the castle and never left again for 42 years. Some say she was distraught from her husband leaving. That's why she killed Giorgio. Legend says at night you can still hear him crying in the castle. It's haunted.
So the Castle Freak is 40-something years old?
Yeah. He's 42.
Damn. I better slow down.
I better speed up. Think about everything he accomplished by 42, dude. Next morning, Rebecca sits in bed, learning Italian on tape. Her mom and dad come in. Combs says, hey, I got to start taking inventory. You want to come with me?
He is stoked for inventory.
Mm-hmm.
He's thinking he's going to be rich, man.
Yeah, but he's obviously never had like a blue-collar job. Nobody loves doing inventory.
I think he's looking for like very valuable paintings and just gold that he thinks will be laying around.
Gold, that's a valuable malleable.
It's a 360.
Next morning, Rebecca... oh,
Point
shit, I'm
bumps.
way past that part. Fuck yeah. They go
You just
exploring.
shoot this whole mid-century.
This is like the toy room, right?
Yeah, they go exploring in the castle. They find a big toy room, a nursery. Soon they find a bedroom. Combs stupidly says, hey, it looks like someone lived in this room. Shit, dude. It's a fucking
castle.
bedroom.
Did Bran miss a prime opportunity here to put one of the Puppet Master puppets in this room?
This is all pre-Puppet Master, isn't it?
No, it's 95. When did this was...
Yeah, we surely had a Puppet Master
Sorry, it
before
looked like it was filmed in
Oh,
70s.
messed you up.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that would have been... I guess maybe he hadn't started doing all of his crossovers yet. You know?
You think he's got something with Castle Freak, like...
Well, I don't want to jump to the end here, but, Freak doesn't make it out of this one, Dan.
Puppet Master, the first one was 1989.
Same year as Batman. So,
You think we should pitch like Freak Resurrected to Charles Band?
yeah.
And then that could lead to...
I'm honestly shocked that there aren't more.
Yeah, I mean, too. It's got to be one of his most successful properties.
He's got to hate the fact that he let him kill him at the end.
Yeah, but he
Don't these fucking guys... He's learned sense. You don't fucking kill off a castle freak.
You don't kill the hero.
You got
damn
a
it.
big titty, no dick, big bald head on your hands with the castle freak. You don't let him die. You push him in water and you wait.
Mr. Brand, what was your number one mistake that you made in your career? I killed off the freak.
I let Stuart Gordon kill the castle freak.
He should have just shot an alternate when they looked down and only Combs is laying there.
I mean,
Freak
it's,
got up and...
The Michael Myers ending?
Yeah, exactly.
they can still do it.
Yeah.
Well, you could just Freak Resurrected. Just bring him back from the dead.
Or
And
just
now he's gotta
recreate
deal-
that scene, and then, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
Now you got to deal with all these puppets.
Or Freak reanimated. You have Combs play his reanimated role.
He's in Italy now because
Yep.
he got banned.
I think Reanimator was a different studio, though, right? It just happened to be that...
Oh, I'm combining Stuart Gordon.
Yeah.
That's why. Sorry.
So as long as we could get the Reanimator people to sign off.
Yeah.
Brian Usna, or whatever his name is.
We're on to something here.
Do you think Full Moon must have made more money letting them remake Castle Freak than on the initial Castle Freak run, right?
2020.
Did he just license it out or did he actually make it?
It was,
Sci-fi, right? It was just like a PG-13.
and I think
I think it was a Shutter thing, too.
Okay.
what's her name? Barbara Crampton.
Barbara Crampton?
She produced, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's right.
You know what? I might be mixing it up with Slumber Party Massacre, which they remade.
That was the sci-fi
That was
one.
sci-fi, yeah.
Combs continues exploring, and he finds a cat of nine tails that was used to whip the freak.
I'm trying to figure out if I've had a movie on 5DR that's been remade.
Surely. Remaking everything, dude.
I don't know. I'd have to look.
I was going to say The Thing, but that wasn't you. And I guess that's a prequel.
Mm-hmm. And the thing itself was a remake.
Fair.
So,
Yeah. You can catch my remakes episode of Horror Drafts with Brantley and Nick. Check it out.
And you can catch Kron talking about this on a much more serious podcast,
yeah.
Vessel Horror.
Yeah.
Any other plugs you want to do in the middle of the special?
We got to put ourselves out there.
Yeah.
Give us the download, but, listen to those shows.
Yeah, go check out my episode, but then just download some random 5-day
Email the guy.
episode.
Email George and say, hey,
Hey,
minus one.
one for one, bro.
Yeah, give this one over to the 5DR boys. While sneaking around, Combs finds a photo album, refuses to tell his blind daughter what he's got. Bored as hell, she decides to explore on her own.
Is this the part where she asks him for like the third time? She's like, Daddy. And he's like, Jesus, fuck, I'm doing something.
Yeah.
I'm looking at something.
I think she's like, what do you have? And he's like, just a minute, Rebecca. She goes off exploring. Eventually, she falls down somehow into the castle dungeon. She's chasing a cat around. Scrapes her knee up pretty good. She finds the cat. Starts calling for it. Freak begins to stir in his cell. He's down there. He hears her. After Rebecca runs off.
He can't smell her because we know scent only goes straight up.
Mm-hmm. Well, it has to go up, and then it can start to crest over.
Is this the same cat in Alien? Kind of looks like.
Jonesy?
Yeah, why not?
Let's throw that in there.
Is this an orange cat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember the cat.
Kind of. grain wasn't that great. This was an orange cat?
Well, yeah, this film was made in 1979, so yeah.
Then I don't think it's the same fucking cat.
After Rebecca leaves, the freak eats this cat, drags it through that hole in the door, and
I think somebody's really pulling that cat through that hole.
someone is definitely actually pulling that cat backwards through a door.
Why is the cat just now going down there, though?
I kind of thought that too. I'm like, how is this cat still alive? It should have been ate a long time ago.
How is the freak still alive?
Sauce, the bread and bologna.
It was like 3 pieces of bread and 2 pieces of sausage.
Well, you can try the freak diet.
What's the water situation, too?
He gets some water from a rock.
Yeah, he goes underneath it.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, just in terms of
Damn,
food,
did I even watch this fucking movie? God damn.
the lady who knew about him died, and then presumably some time would have to pass to contact Combs and have him fly over there.
Yeah, 1956. Yeah, that would...
Well, she's already a notorious recluse. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be weeks before somebody checks on her.
Yeah, to even know that she's dead.
Then a few weeks to contact Combs, a week for him to get over there. Yeah,
Agnes is there.
You're looking at almost 2 months.
Mm-hmm. Agnes doesn't know about the freak.
Well, not about the freak, but she'll know about the lady dying.
Yeah, but my whole question is, for the 2 to 6 months that no one is feeding the freak, he didn't eat the cat until now.
Easy solve. Easy solve. The woman had a shit ton of cats.
Yeah, it's an abandoned castle. These cats are just
in the beginning, if you would have just had like 20-something cats around her, and then when they got there, there was just the one cat left, and then we just saw a bunch of like cartoonish cat bones in his cell.
Like actual cartoons.
Yeah, like the animated cat from Last Action Hero, voiced by Danny DeVito. That cat's one of the best detectives I got. That's a line from Last Action Hero.
We don't know. You haven't brought it to the podcast yet.
It's a 5-star. Can't.
You can. It's called 5-Star Bangers.
Up above, Combs and Crampton start fighting.
Nobody listens to.
Yeah.
About the fall that Rebecca took. Combs says we can't watch her 24 hours a day. Crampton says, well, I guess you can't. Down below, the freak now...
Yeah, I gotta go have a drink, bitch.
Down below, the freak now has the taste for flesh, much like a Kodiak grizzly.
Yeah, correct.
Much like a substitute teacher.
Yeah, kind of.
But he's chained up to a wall. He says, fuck this. He bites his own thumb off and slips the cuffs over his tiny wrists.
Malnourished wrists.
It wouldn't work for a normal person's arms.
I wonder how strong his phalange was.
This has got to be a Mythbusters, right?
Please. Well, fucking be brave enough. Do Castle Freak. Cowards.
We're doing the top 6 myths from Castle Freak.
I'm tuning in.
Well, did you see this thing? Kevin James just said that he did like a 41-day fast.
No.
He lost like 50 pounds. Like his longest fast, he went like 41 days with zero food, just like a little bit of electrolyte. It was like a YouTube fucking Rogan clip.
For what?
The King of Queens did that?
Yeah, that Kevin James, yeah. He admitted to having done a 41-day fast.
How big is he?
He's triple of a Castle Freak.
Well, I mean, even with losing 50-some pounds, it seems like he'd be...
He's 300 now.
Yeah, he'd be like average man size.
The problem is I bet he probably fluctuated like crazy. I mean, that always happens with a crash thing like that. But I was trying to do some work for the movie. Help it out a little bit. Although I still stand by the cat bones.
You're telling me that Kevin James played the Castle Freak in this movie?
Yeah.
Oh, right on. Pretty good.
This is what got him King of Queens.
What if he came out and he was like, I'm doing this because I'm playing the Castle Freak in the remake?
We'll get him for Freak Resurrected.
Yeah. Did you see Becky?
Becky who?
The movie Becky.
Oh, the no, I
The film called Becky. You haven't seen it?
See that?
Okay. Have you seen it?
I've never even heard of it.
Is Kevin James in it?
I'm being 100%. So the guys that made Bushwick,
Yeah.
or at least maybe one of the guys, made this movie called Becky. And similar to Vince Vaughn playing, I would compare it to Vince Vaughn's turn in Brawl. Kevin James plays like a white supremacist guy, like a giant swastika on the back of his head, and he has like kind of like a home invasion thing because he's looking for something that's hidden in this house. And Joel McHale and his daughter and like his new wife are staying at the house, and it's pretty fucking tense, man. It becomes like kind of like a Home Alone thing where the daughter she's out on her own when the family gets kind of kidnapped. So she's like taking out all these white supremacist dudes. I'll bring it to the show. It's pretty fucking good. It's fun. It's like it's brutal.
I'll do Green Room, same category.
It's very similar. I think it's kind of inspired by that Blue Ruin-esque sort of hyper violence.
Now I got to do American History.
And then they brought her back. I forget what it's called, but there is a sequel to it.
Becky 2?
I think it's
Electric Beckaloo? Back above,
Becky's back.
Rebecca is insistent there's someone else in the castle. Crampton doesn't believe her. Makes sure to add... This is such a weird part.
Wrath of Becky is the sequel.
Crampton doesn't believe Rebecca and makes sure to tell her that she has absolutely no friends and she's all alone. She does say something like, "You're all alone here." It's pretty wild.
Yeah, maybe he isn't the best dad.
Well, that
was
Crampton saying it. That's her mom. Her mom's like a helicopter parent that takes digs at her all the time, and Combs just lets her wander freely.
So you think she would pick Combs to live with?
I think they're just both bad parents.
All right.
I think I'd rather have the helicopter mom over the drunken father, though.
Yeah. Well, he's not a drunk right now.
No, but
in a day.
Yeah.
I guess maybe you're always
he's an alcoholic.
You're always kind of an alcoholic.
Yeah. You're always a smoker.
He had one.
Did you guys figure out what brand we're...
I've been thinking about it all day.
I haven't thought about it once.
I think there's a gas station in walking distance.
You're putting this on pod. They're going to know whenever you did it.
The people are going to tune in next week just fucking itching.
Yeah.
Did they go to the store?
Did they have a cigarette?
Did they light up?
I don't want to do
What if we just smoked a joint? Would that?
Nah.
Same.
Why are you guys looking at me? I'm not.
Go buy cigarettes.
I'll buy them for you. I'm not saying no.
I can't put them on my card.
If you do, if you want me to go, I'll go.
You're not going cigarettes. You're not going.
Over dinner, Rebecca asked Agnes if there's a cat in the castle.
What's that thing that delivers Instacart? Do they deliver cigarettes on Instacart?
Oh.
Instacarton?
Sir, it's Instacart.
Yeah, you must buy an entire carton.
Copyright. Rebecca asks Agnes if there's a cat in the castle. She says no, but the Duchess loved them. And she's kind of right. There isn't anymore.
Yeah. So again, I that's another reason to have multiple cats. And she could have even said, like, used to be a ton of cats, but since once she died, they all just sort of fucked off.
Didn't feed him anymore.
She also tells Rebecca that she's got to eat something. She's so small. Americans don't eat enough. Something you never hear. I don't know how the Italians get away with it, though.
It's the quality of the food.
Yeah, but it's all carbs. It's 100% carbs.
They walk and move constantly.
I don't
They're
know.
not driving it. They're not slurping down fucking sugar water.
Yeah.
All right, they're having wine at 11 a.m.
Yeah, but it's better than a fucking 44-ounce Coca-Cola.
McConaughey said he drank all the wine he wanted when he lost all the weight. I am fucking obsessed with celebrities losing weight, apparently. What the fuck? Slow diet or slow cooking, as they call it. Like the act of actively going to get your food, actually preparing food. There's like a direct correlation with like the quality of that food and calorie and what you're burning before you make it, which is a giant thing for like people in these villages that go to the market every day. So they walk to the market and they get higher quality food. They're not eating
Twinkies.
Yes, and there's the Mediterranean-esque diet of the, better fat choices and, like you said, less sugary things. So,
What are they doing for work? If all I had to do all day was walk to the market, shop for an hour and a half.
That's why Europe is beautiful.
yeah, I think that is. They can live on like doing part-time hours. I think
Because they allow that over there. Because they have a word called socialism, which is a dirty word here. Don't say that ever. Where they pay their taxes and they actually get shit back for it. Who would have thought?
Well, we'll see if Bernie can get us a 32-hour work week.
Oh, God, I hope, dude. I saw that headline pop up. I was like, fucking give me a hammer and a sickle, dude. I'm ready.
For that, I'm making a 48-hour.
I will swing a sickle for 32 constant fucking hours if it means I don't have to work 8 more. You better believe it.
Nobody wants that.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? You don't want to work one less day for the same amount of money?
32-hour work week means 32% more dead wives and husbands. That's what that means.
What are you talking about?
That means more DWIs, more cops, because you're home more. You're going to, just like COVID, domestic issues are going to go up.
Was there a spike in domestic violence over COVID? I know there was a spike in divorces and shit, but I don't think there's going to be a direct correlation. No. People will be far less stressed.
Kron, can you bring me a pale ale?
We start talking about doing less work and getting equal pay. Kron gets up.
You want a Blackberry Farms?
A what?
The beer I brought. Did
Did you bring a beer?
Yes.
I'm not cutting any of this out. People are going to hear.
I'll take a Nevada and then... is it an IPA?
Yeah, it's an IPA.
No, I'll take the pale ale first. Anyway, 32. You want to spend an extra day at home with your family?
I want to get paid to not work.
Who's sounding like the bad dad right now?
Also, just say stuff like, oh, my work's not letting us do that. And then you go watch a movie all day
Dude,
long.
lie.
Because that'll hold up for how long? Well, I was like, it's law. Nope.
Like right now, my wife thinks I got a job. I sat on a park bench every day from 8:30 to 4:30, dude.
My only responsibility is that I don't pull the trigger.
I got a brick in a suitcase that I pick up every day on the way when I leave the house.
Just getting dressed every morning. I made you breakfast, honey.
That would be so fucking exhausting.
Thank
By
you,
that
babe.
point, you may as well actually work.
Just get a job.
That's the part of the day that I hate the most.
She calls. She's like,
Waking
"You wanna
up and
do
leaving."
lunch? I'm down. I'm in town. No.
Got a big meeting.
Swamped right now, babe. Sorry.
Was that a goose?
You know I can't answer the phone when I'm at work. All right, the freak stumbled upstairs. He sees a mirror. He looks at himself. Horrified by what he sees, he breaks it.
I would too.
That night, while Rebecca is asleep, the freak comes up to visit. Kind of pervily lifts up the sheet to get a better look at her.
Yeah.
Rebecca wakes up, confronts the freak. He gets worried, steals the bed sheet from her and runs off. Combs and Crampton wake up. Rebecca says someone is definitely in the castle. Combs grabs a big stick and goes to investigate. He enters the dungeon, starts poking around, finds what appears to be a crypt.
Have you guys ever had whether it's your wife telling you, like, oh, there's a creepy noise, or you've just heard a creepy noise and had to go investigate?
I always say, like, what the fuck was that? And she's like, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
And then I go and look.
Yeah, I've gone and looked in the house before when I've heard a weird noise.
Have you had that, like, I got to do this, but this is a little terrifying?
Mine is more just like, what the fuck was that?
Oh, okay.
I'm like, there has to be a reason for the noise.
The last one for us was pretty recently. Like, Frances, I heard her open the garage door, and it was like a very stormy night. And then I heard this like big thump. And I was like, what the fuck was that? And I kept asking her, like, did you hear that? She was like, yeah, I heard it, but it sounded like it was inside the house. And then I like walked all around. I thought like maybe a tree limb came off and hit the side of the house. I looked upstairs, like I thought maybe something fell off the wall. And then it was just, we have a little closet by the front door, and it had this like bin in it that was hanging halfway off the shelf. And I guess it finally just like fell.
Damn.
So, but I couldn't find it. I didn't find it for like a week later because we never opened that closet.
I didn't sleep for a fucking week.
So I wasn't really scared. I was more just like,
I need to know what
what the fuck was that?
Yeah, is it going to lead to a problem? Mm-hmm. I told you guys a story about, it was a day we were recording, and there was somebody running away from a cop, like there was a shooting, and the cops were looking for him, and like 20 minutes later I realized my back door was open. So I walked around my house like, all right, I guess I got to possibly fight somebody that's hiding out in my basement and shit. It was a little creepy. But we also have a cat. So at 2 a.m., we'll just hear like, and we're like, all right, is he whining? Is he dead? Like, what was that?
So you having a cat party with all his cat friends.
And there's been times where we've been upstairs and we hear something, and I'll be like, is that Bruce? And she's like, no, he's right here. And I'm going like, fuck. What? I mean, an old house makes noise for sure. But
did he slam the screen door?
Combs is really looking at this one headstone.
Come on, Kron, that was a good joke.
I didn't get the reference.
God damn it. Point taken away.
Fuck.
I didn't get it either. I was just trying to make him feel good.
What was the reference, Dave?
No.
All right, eagle-eared listener, write in and let us know what the hell was Dan talking about.
You guys really don't know that reference?
I don't. He slammed the screen door.
I'm a comical genius.
Listener, do not Google.
Oh, it's is it a Taylor Swift song?
Good Lord, no.
I mean, that's the first thing that pops up. Slam the screen door song.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know Taylor Swift's.
Sure. I think that's is it Thunder Road?
Yes.
All right, he's really looking at this one headstone.
He's not coming by the way.
Did you tag him?
You gotta tag him. He'll show up.
Yeah, you gotta tag him. Add him.
Yeah. He'll just ghost us like the Black Keys.
The picture looks eerily familiar on this headstone. Behind him, the freak is skulking around in the tombs.
What are you doing there, JJ? JJ, what are you doing?
What, he's leaving in this box? You come out and party with that, JJ?
The eye contact from Kron while he did that was the best part.
How did you get over to Italy, did you?
I didn't pay for your plane.
JJ's such a perfect name for that, too.
Yeah. For a drunk dad to yell.
JJ!
Combs does think this picture of JJ. He looks at it and starts to cry. Cut to the next morning. An officer is questioning the family. He says all the doors are locked. There's no sign of a break-in. This castle has 150 rooms.
I could have swore it's like 320 or some shit.
There's no way we could search all of them.
Double check your notes.
You're counting the closets, too.
Yeah. Combs says, hey, man, you don't understand. We want you to search this castle. Look at this broken mirror. The cop says, maybe you did it yourself. Your hand's all bandaged up. Combs is like, why the hell would I do that? Maybe you didn't like what you saw.
It makes no sense.
Combs drags Crampton down to the crypt. He shows her the headstone, but the picture's gone. He said there was a picture here that looked just like JJ. JJ was here. Crampton says he's dead. JJ's gone.
He's really not helping himself out here.
Crampton says you always do this. It's never your fault.
If the picture had been there...
I think she's a little rough on him. He's going through the shit too. I mean, he's got to feel worse than she does.
Which is why that's kind of explains her still being there, right? Like I think she's a little forgiving.
You can't blame the guy for having a drink for after that.
You can, well, yes, but can you blame the guy for getting trashed and wrecking a car? Yes.
Did he blow?
I don't think he needed to.
How come he didn't go to jail?
Probably drinking like that because he's got to work a 40-hour week, dude. I mean, if he would have just had Fridays off to party.
That is a good point. Why didn't he go to jail? I don't know.
That's bullshit, officers. Yeah, if this is fuck Friday, we wouldn't fucking be here. This situation.
What are you doing up there, Judge?
You gonna judge me? You gonna judge me?
You gonna judge me?
Well, here I am.
Crampton says you always do this. It's never your fault. Your father caused your drinking problems. The university fired you because of your political uncorrectness.
I was gonna say what was that?
Okay, what?
But you were the one driving the car drunk. I don't know. You might have.
I think he just fucking told her that. He got fired because he's fucking drunk.
He might have. They could go hand in hand. He was drunk teaching. Started spouting off about,
Ayn Rand and shit.
Yeah.
It would depend. I guess if he was like an English teacher, he could be like, Hemingway was fucked up all the time.
Yeah, but political incorrectness in the 90s, I mean...
I feel better with it. Listen, way.
All right, close your books. Because today we're talking about who really runs the world. All right?
Illuminati. That's no band you'll find at Lollapalooza.
I heard something about Bill Clinton. You think he's so great. But you don't know what he's sticking or where he's sticking it.
You know why his wife looks so young? It's blood.
God, some of you girls are just so pretty. Oh, God.
Yeah, I'll do it tonight. It's Thursday. I don't have to work tomorrow.
Well, he's a university professor. He only works like 2 hours a day. Talk about a sweet gig.
I think it's fucking ridiculous.
Indiana Jones was able to fucking travel the world and shit and still be a professor.
I mean, he was finding some cool shit, though. You can't really... Like, hey, dude, you found... They're like, well, Indy, you haven't been here. So we're going to have to let you go. He's like, I found the fucking Holy Grail.
And a pit full of snakes.
And they're like, well, yeah, you do have a point there, I guess. And that's my father. And they're like, holy shit, is that Sean Connery? And he's like, yeah. All right.
Combs says, why are you punishing me?
That's the best one, by the way.
Is that 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best one. It goes 3, 1, 2.
What about 4 and 5?
Never seen them.
There's only 4.
There's 5.
I don't think I'll ever see them.
3, 1. No. Yeah. 3, 1, 2, 5, 4.
I'm not a huge Indiana Jones
No.
guy.
You know why?
Why?
Because you don't believe.
Maybe
No, I don't mean that in a negative way. I think it asks too much.
for me.
Yeah. Because I have sometimes the same thought, which is why 4 is so fucking weird.
The aliens.
Because you're like, yeah, you get this M. Night Shyamalan, like, science and faith can still both exist, but it's a paradox that you, as a viewer, can't. You're sort of fine with supernatural elements, and it's one of the reasons that 2 is so shocking. It's like, well, why could this shit exist if there's a different God, right? Because it's a different sort of spiritual realm.
Yeah. I can see that.
It's confusing. 2 is a prequel.
Temple of Doom?
Yeah.
Okay. Combs says, why are you punishing me? She says, I am because God didn't.
You think that's my problem with Back to the Future?
Your problem with Back to the Future is that you root for him to bang his mom.
She's hot.
Every time you watch it, you hope it'll be different.
Hey,
Go!
If my
damn
mom
it.
looked like that,
Hey, he's not wrong.
I would be hanging out with Biff every day if I was.
Oh, Biff is cool as fuck, man. He's funny. Got a cool car. Dan would absolutely be in Biff's gang.
Yeah. You be that guy with 3D glasses on all the time.
The only thing I want is the scape, like the flying hoverboard scape.
The hoverboard?
That's all I want. And I like when he fucking strums the shit and goes back.
I hate that guitar so much. That
It's
guitar
ugly
is
as fuck,
stupid.
but I like that scene.
Yeah.
And you're like, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, this is gonna be awesome. And I'm like,
No, the little white cigar box,
like
or a yellow cigar box one that he
Yeah,
plugs in the beginning. Yeah.
I don't know, not a big Back to the Future guy.
It's fun.
Don't, it's all right. We'll never talk about Back to the Future on this podcast. We got a pee break coming.
Robert Zemeckis.
Yeah, we'll give it him.
Okay.
Combs storms off. He runs all the way to the top of the castle. He looks over and considers jumping. And we're going to jump to a pee break.
Okay. Awesome.
I shouldn't eat fucking sugar.
Ah, you're fine. You're fine, dude. We're rolling.
All right, welcome back to Castle Freak. We cut to Combs. He's at a bar. He's ordered himself a whiskey. He holds it in his hand, looks at it, throws it back. Another.
Fuck yeah.
Jump forward to that evening. A hooker approaches him. He's blackout drunk at this point.
Yeah, he is.
This is the oneer, right? This is all this is all in one shot. Him being real fucked up, but kind of just slowly pushes in as she approaches him. Sorry, I'm a real film bro. I got to point out the oneers.
This is a film podcast.
She asks him for a light.
Fucking barely.
He says, the international language. He says, no, I'm sorry, I don't smoke. But can I buy you a drink? A drink?
What's the bartender's name?
I don't know. He says, bartender, pour this lady a wine.
Yeah, he's calling him by like his name.
Yeah.
Giuseppe?
Yeah, something like that.
Combs asks for another as well, but the bartender holds up an empty bottle of Jack. Combs stumbles into the hooker, which spills her wine all over her.
Whoopsie.
Oopsie.
So I was not familiar with Castle Freak. I think you told Dan about it.
Dan told me about it.
Oh, okay. So like, what is it? 4 or 5 years ago, you sent like the clip
Oh, I think
of
I
this
sent
scene.
that.
Was it you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Dan told me to watch it, and then I think at the time he might have given me his shutter, and I put it on one morning, and I filmed this clip.
Okay.
And sent it to everybody.
Yeah, that was the first movie I watched on Shudder. Like when I got it, I was like, "Oh shit, they got Castle Freak on here."
Yeah. But you guys were talking about just his drunk acting in this scene for weeks. So.
Same cop who said that he couldn't search the home walks up and says, "Hey, buddy, the bar's closed." Combs looks around and sees a bar full of people. He's like, "I get it. It's closed for me."
At least he acknowledged that he wasn't going to be the guy that's like, "Fuck that shit, I'm staying."
Yeah. Should have been Wade Garrett that came up. And
Dalton.
no, not Dalton wouldn't go to Italy.
Oh, he can't fly. It's too dangerous.
Yeah.
He can boat over.
That's true.
That's true.
We don't know how he feels about boats.
We know how he feels about dunking topless ladies in a river. He's for it. Congratulations.
In front of
Roadhouse.
Yeah.
I mean, there's already a blind chick here.
Are we not celebrating our number ones like we should be?
I think there's a little animosity.
From who?
It's kind of a fake number one when you think about it.
How is that a fake number? Save it for the rewind.
Bringing a guy to juice up the numbers.
I didn't know what his opinion of Roadhouse.
I could have brought in, Johnny Tombstone and
On your next episode, you bring in Johnny Tombstone.
All right.
I would love to talk
Hey, Johnny
to him.
Tombstone, why don't you tell us about your podcast and what you're doing over there? Hey, I record out of the back of my granddad's shed. Talk all sorts of Westerns,
Just Westerns.
specifically early 90s, so it's slim pickings. But Pale Rider, Unforgiven, Tombstone,
Wide Earp.
Wide Earp. Honestly, Wide Earp's the superior Wide Earp film. But
One exception, Old Henry. That's a pretty good one.
you know what Wide Earp ain't got is Sam Elliott.
We're starting a series right now. We're going to watch all 314 Django movies.
Next up is Gunsmoke. That's kind of like our box set.
The end goal is to somehow transition into covering the show Renegade. The last American Western, as far as I'm concerned.
What about Walker, Texas Ranger, sir?
I do not agree with Chuck's politics.
Wow. Wow.
All right. Combs turns to this hooker and says, "Hey, I owe you a glass of wine.
Never judge on the voice, buddy. You never know."
I know just the place." He takes her back to the castle.
Love is equipment, hate is politics.
He's got her down in the wine cellar. He takes a sip of wine and then dumps some on this lady's head. She starts freaking out. He's all, "Hey, shut the fuck up. Sound travels in this castle."
I think that was just something he added in.
Natural actor, I guess.
There is something about his vibe where you can believe that half of the shit that he says is improv.
Mm-hmm. These two start making out. Freak sneaks into the wine cellar. He's watching. Combs, he's, getting it on with this lady. He starts kissing her breast. He goes down on her. Freak is perving on all of this.
He's like a 40-year-old virgin. Should be like the sequel.
Oh, him and Steve Carell teaming up.
Yeah, Steve Carell's teaching the freak how to find happiness and get laid. It's like what was that one where Ryan Gosling's got to teach Steve Carell to
Crazy Stupid Love.
yeah. two-time Oscar winning Emma Stone was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reveal is that she's his daughter. She shows up at the end.
It's like Old Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's my dad.
That might be the funniest fucking thing you've ever said.
I don't know.
God damn it.
I made a Bruce Springsteen joke earlier. That was fucking really good.
I don't know. Fuck. That was fast. Okay.
Combs gets a couple pumps in and finishes. Post-nut clarity starts to kick in. He says, hey, you got to get the fuck out of this castle. This chick holds out her hand. Combs is like, what? What the fuck?
He's offended.
Yeah.
He says he gets it. He gives her a lot of cash.
Now, is she saying you're giving me too much?
No, I think she's saying, like, give me some more money.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like, I gave you more.
Oh, I feel like he says, like, just take it all and just go.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, that's all I have. Like, just take it and get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, it only took a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I guess she went all the way, you know. She
Well,
she made the trip.
Isn't the rule like never go down on a hooker? Isn't that like a rule?
You know what? I don't float in a lot of circles where that information gets spread around, you know.
You guys took that one bait pretty good there.
I mean, I think just naturally. Yeah. You
do?
No, like, you want to do that.
That's probably like a plus for her. She's like, oh, shit. I'm getting paid and he's doing this?
He's cleaning me up.
Combs distraught. He huddles in the corner and drinks some more and passes out. The freak grabs the wine bottle from Combs. This hooker has been left to wander aimlessly throughout the castle. She makes her way up to the nursery.
You don't even make the effort to like get her out discreetly. You just like, yeah, fucking find your way.
Yeah, you'll figure. There's only 150 rooms.
Yeah, I technically have 50 minutes left on my hour, so use that to get the fuck out of here.
A sheet goes over her head and she's dragged away. Next morning, that same cop shows up. He's looking for Silvana Lucci. That's the hooker. She didn't come home last night, and the last time anyone saw her, she was going into the castle with you. Combs says, well, she's not here. Cop says, how about I come in and take a look? Combs says, yesterday, we wanted you to look. You couldn't be bothered. Cop says, yesterday, you wanted me to look and now you refuse.
Who's right?
I'm siding with Jeffrey here. I mean, circumstances are a little different, yes, but
He's
got a point. Like, hey, you didn't want to fucking do your job yesterday, so.
It's kind of tough because we've been back in the blue lately.
Yeah.
On this pod.
Thanks, Kron.
I was the biggest supporter of that, yes.
No, I do think I am with Combs here because these are out of town people. There's a special circumstance. We're not from here. You know, you could make some accommodation too. It could have just been like an easy sweep, you know?
Mm-hmm. And I don't know how it is in Italy, but yeah, that's his fucking property. Get the fuck out from my property, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
In America, we can say that.
Well, we have probable cause in America.
Stand our
If
ground.
they come to your house, you say, where's the warrant?
That's true, but
You close the door, you step out, and you talk to him. Don't leave your castle door open.
are we going to believe that like an Italian cop with some foreigners isn't just going to push his way in there and say my probable cause is the fact that you were last seen with her and yesterday you complained about some strange goings on?
Dude, I'd vote for you in 2024.
You think I should run?
Yeah, you just said foreigners and like probable cause, and you're on your way.
I back the blue, and I believe in a woman's right to choose. It's about time we got somebody right down the middle to
Wait, what?
guide this country back.
Wait, what?
I mean, really, what is the cop going to do, though? Over there in Italy, I mean, their nightsticks are big salamis, you know?
You can bait the fucking castle freak out like Goldblum
I think he's sick
getting
of salami.
the T-Rex away from Sam Neill and the flare, you know? That's what the salamis are for.
He's so sick of salami, he doesn't even have a dick.
It's true. How'd he lose his dick?
I don't know. I thought we're going to get there.
You think he ate his dick?
I mean, if you're that hungry, you were explaining to me that he was hungry. So
I would die before I ate my dick.
Yeah.
I would eat my dick before I died.
My dick's not coming off. Yeah.
No way, dude.
I'm being buried with this fucking thing.
Why?
Why?
Why do you want to eat your dick?
I want this fucking dick in heaven.
Eat my dick.
I want my dick in heaven.
Was it going to get you like an extra hour? I mean,
That's fatty, you know?
You're going to bleed out.
yeah.
No.
I'm still going to get so horny, it's going to pump all that blood out. No dick or not, my body is sending blood down.
This jizz or cum. Blood.
It's the mom, right? The mom probably tortured him and, you know, some tooth fairy shit.
Yeah.
Threatened to cut it off, you know?
Yeah.
Did you just reference the horror movie Tooth Fairy?
No, I was referencing Manhunter or Red Dragon.
Share you say 6.
Yeah, because I think it's in Red Dragon. I don't know if you get the reference in Manhunter as much, but he's hearing the voices of like his mom threatening to like, why are you touching your dick? Stretch it out so I can cut it off. Fucking brutal, man.
I was going to ask some more questions, but no.
Crampton says, why shouldn't they come in and take a look? Combs says, this guy just wants to hassle me. Cop says, okay, how about you come down and answer some questions then? Combs says, not until I talk to my lawyer. Cut back down to the dungeon. The freak has Sylvana. She's chained up. She tries to run. He stops her. Offers her some wine, but she's pretty freaked out about this. He tries to comfort her. She lifts up his sheet and sees that he's all balls. No dick.
Yeah, because she's like putting her hand up there, right? Like maybe she's going to try to entice him or get her. Yeah, it's pretty gross. This starts the worst part of the movie.
He goes in and kisses her. As he does, she breaks the bottle, cuts his arm. He's pissed. Picks her up, tears her clothes off, and bites her nipple.
Like off.
Yeah, it's gross.
Up above, Rebecca and Crampton are arguing. Rebecca says if Dad's drinking again, he'll need us more than ever.
This is a great daughter, man. She's fucking...
Give me another beer.
Yeah, you can help by getting Dad a beer.
Follow the string back to the refrigerator, babe.
Crampton says she's tired of all this shit.
I forgot she was blonde.
Crampton says she's going to go pack a bag and get the hell out of there.
String from the fucking
It's a little
from his
fucked
fucking
up.
lazy boy. He's got a bell. Ding ding.
Yep.
We jump over to Combs. He's meeting with his lawyer. This is the same guy from the start of the movie. So I guess this guy works strictly in estate property and missing persons.
Criminal law, yeah. I love this scene, though.
I like how it cuts like so quick to it.
Yeah.
Lawyer says, hey man, they got nothing on you. They're just going to want to question you. They're going to have to let you go. You and Sylvana had a thing, huh? Combs says, well, she's a hooker. She probably screwed half the people in this town. Lawyer says, yeah, but she only had a child with one of them, and it's that cop that's up your ass.
No, he says, yeah, me included.
Yeah, he does say that. He says the cop denies it, but everybody knows it's his. Agnes calls the bar.
She's a civil servant at this point, right?
I think she's respected. Yeah, it sounds.
Yeah,
it doesn't
she's
sound like they negatively look towards her.
Yeah, she's doing a service.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why these people are so fucking happy in this town.
She's a
great diet. You can
Regular nut.
have sex with a prostitute.
Yeah.
She's an integral part of society.
God damn. Italy fans, please bring us over.
Yeah, we want to eat your pasta and screw your women. Agnes calls the bar. She talks to the lawyer. She found Sylvana's purse. Lawyer goes to tell Combs. He's like, hey, they did find the purse over there. Combs says she probably just left it on her way out. Lawyer's like, that's not really a thing women leave behind places. He's like, they're going to arrest you now, and we should discuss our new financial agreement. Combs again is like, what? What? A lawyer? Hassling me for money?
He says it's blackmail, right?
Yeah. Lawyer says, hey, dude, you got new problems. We get a new fee.
He's being legit. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not.
I mean, I would imagine that's how lawyers work. Like, if you've got one murder case and then 4 more pop up, probably got to pay them more.
I get so nervous about that. At the beginning of this year, I moved some money from a previous job, and I couldn't move it into my current retirement fund just because of like the nature of what the different funds were. But I moved it to that account management firm, and we sat down. Like, they called me in for an hour, and they were like, these are the options, because it's a sizable enough chunk that you shouldn't cash it out. You should play with it or do whatever. And within like 30 seconds of being there, I was like, all right, how am I paying for this? Like, what is this a I make money, you make money thing? And the guy just started laughing, and he was like, yeah, I take a certain, and he was like, all right. So he went to the last sheet of the packet, which had all of that information. I was like, this is what I care about, because I don't want to have to leave here and they ask me for a fucking credit card for this meeting. Like, and he was like, okay. He's like, this is good because now I get a vibe of what you're doing. You know, it's like, I'm not broke by any means, but people don't ever talk about this portion of it. So if you're making money off me making money, by all means, make me money. But even just like talking to a doctor, I'm like, fuck, the longer I talk to him, the more I'm going to get charged, right?
Yeah.
And I know that's not how it works, but
I feel like doctors are crazy, man. That's the biggest racket. Like, you go in there, they're like, well, if you really want to know, you should do X, Y, and Z test. And then they're like, it's none of those things, and you owe us $1,200.
Mine's utilities, like electric and shit.
At least you're getting something out
I
of the
can't
electric.
I can't look at it because I'm like, this is fucking stupid. This is so stupid.
yeah.
This makes no fucking sense.
I get that every year when my fucking internet bill goes up and up and up. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Like, we subsidize this shit for this infrastructure. Why does it just continually go up? Like,
It's getting better. It should get cheaper.
yeah.
Well, but also it's mine this last year, like mine out here, they raised it $10 1 month. 2 months later, they raised it another $10.
Jesus.
And they were like, they were like, oh, it's just the price went up. And
Growth.
it's like, it's the exact same thing. It's the same internet. You've done nothing to get more money.
Mine sent a letter that was like, because of Texas, your bill is higher this month when their grid got all fucked up. I'm like, Texas is on their own fucking grid. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with us?
Yeah.
Well, we had to supply them with energy. I'm like, we're 2 states away. How does that work?
We're mailing the energy to Texas.
Get off this line. It's going to Texas.
Oh, well, the sun comes back out. Are they going to ship me some fucking power?
Yeah, like, are they going to repay me? I'm like, that makes no fucking sense. And my wife's like, stop.
This lawyer says, how about the truth? Your father first married the Duchess and had a kid with her. Then he got tired of them and left with the Duchess's younger sister, which is your mom. They moved to America. Combs says, I don't believe you. They never mentioned that.
His dad was right then, right? His dad making the call of like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Is 100% correct given this woman's behavior.
She potentially ripped a ding-dong off. So.
Yeah, he saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
I said he was in the military, right?
Yeah.
So this is either Vincenza or Naples. So I guess we got it nailed down to 2 spots.
This fucking history major over here.
Look at this guy.
I'm just trying to figure out where this freak is, baby.
Let's see.
You guys never have been like in the bedroom and been like, let's pull out the castle freak. And
No.
I was like,
Do you want to go
fuck outta here.
show off that you still have a dick? And taunt him?
no, I mean, we would party with
Just to be clear, I would eat mine for survival.
All right, boys, helicopters. Shit.
You and me are not that different.
How difficult is for him to spit underneath his balls? He doesn't have a penis in the way.
It'd be easier,
Yeah,
right?
Love to hear him talk with like his Italian accent.
He's also pretty bendy. Like the freak's got
Yeah,
some-
Yeah, the actor who does this guy does an amazing job, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so of all the people we've covered, he's probably top seed, can spit underneath his own balls. Dynamo, bottom seed.
He's a decent guy, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys keep saying that.
He's another tragic hero,
Yeah.
like the freak. Misunderstood.
That's what we do best on this show.
Reference Dynamo?
No, misunderstood geniuses.
Combs said they never mentioned that. Lawyer says, what?
If I could spit under a rock has led to 5 weeks of material.
Lawyer says, why would they? The Duchess wouldn't grant him a divorce. Your parents' marriage wasn't legal. You're a bastard. As Agnes goes to leave with the purse, she hears a blood-curdling scream and goes to investigate. The freak is eating this lady out to death. Literally, he's eating her vagina first. Henry hears Agnes, he hears Agnes
Splitting her in
coming,
half,
nods.
man.
I do it when I know I'm going to pop quick.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's...
Yeah, you take a little break
Yeah.
there and you... Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
I've been waiting 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that drop. Kron.
Thank God she does not listen to this shit.
This will be the one they listen to.
Fuck no.
Oh, I want to hear the in-person one.
You only did 2? Yeah.
The Zoom should have shut off then.
Oh, there's something wrong in the file. It skips in the middle.
It popped off or something.
Agnes finds Sylvana almost dead. The freak comes up and beats her to death with a chain. This looks pretty sick.
Brutal.
I mean, he just like whacks her once and it's fucking done.
Hey, he's watched what's her name do it all those years.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and he's got like freak strength.
Yeah, he's just pure muscle and bone.
0% body fat on this dude.
0% dick on this dude.
Well,
You think that makes him quicker?
I'm fine with my 18% body fat and my having a dick. It's worth the trade-off.
do I think not having a penis makes him quicker?
Yeah. Quieter, maybe?
Well, how long has the dick been off? Because if you take off a cat's tail, its balance gets all fucked up.
I thought that was if you cut off one side of their whiskers. They walk around in circles.
Well, both things can be true.
You shouldn't fuck with their whiskers. Or their tails, for that matter.
Tell that to the freak, dude. He
But
ate
yeah,
it.
if I cut my dick off, I'd fall backwards, though.
I think you walk straighter.
Probably.
Crampton and Rebecca.
That might be my balls. If my balls were...
Then you could spit on
Yeah, I'm not having
back of
to
him
walk all
easier.
wider bow leg.
to get them to get off your leg in the summer.
I don't need to do something. I had to do it this week at work.
Crampton and Rebecca are getting into a cab. Combs runs up and he's like, hey, if you leave right now, I'm going to look super guilty. She said, you made yourself into the whipping boy, John. Don't blame me. Whipping boy? Whipping boy? I know what's happening. As the cab pulls off, the cops stop them. Mrs. Riley, you're going to need to come in and answer some questions. Combs runs into the castle. He grabs a shovel. The cops bring Rebecca and Crampton back over to the castle. Everyone starts looking for Combs. He's down in the crypt. He's busted open the JJ coffin. It's empty. Nothing but rocks. It says Giorgio D'Osino. That's the name.
Perfect.
He says he's still alive.
Are you Italian?
Yeah. Giorgio D'Orgiber. It's about as good as it's going to get.
Sound like Jeffrey Combs over there.
What is your background? Do you know where your ethnicity comes from?
I think like German on my mom's side.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, on my dad's. It's like a real mixed bag.
You might want to double check. You might be Hungarian.
Why do you say that?
Because Hungarians can grow some very good mustaches.
Clearly.
I recently found out that my actual family was from Hungary. So, because I always thought it was Germany.
Yeah.
But they came from Hungary to Germany to the United States.
That's just what I've always been told. So
Yeah.
They were circus performers.
Have either of you done a 23andMe?
No, I'm not going to give that shit up to the cops.
If they're gonna bust you, they're gonna bust you, dude.
No,
they got your fucking social. You're on the grid. You're not the Golden State.
They
fucking
have my
murderer. You're
social, but
fine.
they don't know I killed 6 girls.
I think my mom did it.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you probably.
So you'll know what half of your shit is.
Yeah, I mean, she told me, and it was like in one ear, out the other.
Didn't give a shit.
Nah.
I'm American, buddy.
Yeah. Red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Mom hung up on her.
I'm more interested in like the medical, genetic
Yeah, like,
information of what I'm predisposed to or whatever.
yeah, quit drinking milk, shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a contact. I need to get with her, and I've been pretty bad about keeping in touch with her.
What are you talking about?
Like a pen pal or a family member?
No, it's an actual relative of my real father.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were saying some lady was going to run your DNA secret.
Yeah, I just spit in her hand. And
It's like a Dune mentat, and her eyes roll back in her head.
I know my mom's never going to listen to this, so
Okay.
she doesn't know I'm talking or have that lady's contact. But
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, but in that, that's probably a positive, because if you don't have that information, getting one of those sort of medical things might be helpful. If you're interested, I mean, we're all fucking gonna get cancer, right? But
man, I told you I'm going to be cursed with the 99,
yeah, we don't need to rehash this. You're gonna survive us all.
and it's going to be like, I remember when I had a podcast.
You're going to be like Reggie laid up in that hospital bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Did Kron die in a car wreck?
By the way, you can't ask Spotify if Jody died in a car wreck.
We did this last night.
What's
What's it called? Was it this morning? It's been a long day. Spotify Psychic or something?
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
Recommend a song.
No.
We asked it if Jody died in a car wreck, and it told me to pick a different question.
Did it start playing a song?
No, well,
Thunder Road.
I think I did. I seen one of them that said, "Should we go out tonight?" And I hit that, and then it came up with "No, You Don't" by Ozzy Osbourne. I was like, so it's gonna be like a smart ass thing. Or "I Don't Know" by Ozzy Osbourne off of Blizzard of Oz.
That's fun.
We got a dog barking now?
I don't know. It just sounds like people.
Well, that makes me sound pretty bad.
All right, the cops aren't having this. They're taking Combs in for questioning. They look upstairs. He says, look upstairs. She has a whip. She turned him into a whipping boy because of my father when he left her. Just as the cops are going to take Combs in, the main cop, he turns a corner and finds Silvana and Agnes.
'Cause he's unforgiven too.
Yeah, there is some fucking family drama still in this, that he's complained about his father being a reason for his drinking. So it does seem like he's got some sort of, it is his brother. So easy to forget that. Like it's so sort of.
Yeah, that the freak is his brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan?
What?
The freak's his brother.
The freak is... You're telling... The freak...
And Jeffrey Combs.
are brothers?
That's right.
Wait, what? Stop the ball, dude. Start over.
Combs pleads his innocence. Cop says, be very careful what you say from here on out. They drag him away.
You seen your brother's balls that much? Yeah, no wonder he wanted to fight him. Dude, put on some underwear, dude.
Oh, so you got the balls, huh?
Those dainty little balls.
Wait, is that Combs talking to the freak? Because Combs doesn't have any? I'm all dick down there.
You got balls and a dick, dude.
Well, we know Combs has balls because he has a child.
Well, he does now. You don't know now.
Fair enough.
He could have lost him in the accident.
What if
It's like his wife has.
what
it
if the
right now.
freak's whole desire was to get Combs' dick?
Because it's still
It's his brother's
in the
dick.
family.
Yeah, I'm going to write that down for Freak Resurrected.
Yeah. It's like, you need a family member to get a kidney from. You can only get your brother's dick.
That night, the cops tell Crampton to stay at the castle. He's going to be posting 2 guards. One guard goes off to get some water.
Aqua? Can we get some aqua, she says?
Did we just need more people for the freak to kill?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been fun. And he does fun kills. Oh, and that one disturbing one.
Yeah. Or you're asking, are the cops there just for fodder?
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
This one cop, he walks by a big stove and some soot comes out. He looks up to investigate and a chain comes down and drags him upwards.
It's fucking Batman shit right there.
Filmed in the same year, I think.
Okay. At the police station, Combs is pleading. He says, you gotta get my family out of the castle. Cop says, enough of that. Why'd you kill Silvana? Combs is insistent. It wasn't me. Why would the Duchess bury an empty coffin? At the castle, Crampton, she's pissed. She still hasn't gotten the water. The other cop goes off to look for the first one.
Dude, how come Rain Johnson hasn't hired him for Knives Out? Like, goddamn, he'd be awesome in that shit.
Who?
Combs?
Yeah.
He would be pretty fucking good in a
I
Ryan
think so.
Johnson. Yeah.
Like a whodunit?
Yeah.
He's in Frighteners, right? He's the best part of Frighteners.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
He really should have popped up in more
Yeah.
stuff.
He did like fucking 18 episodes of Star Trek. Like multiple characters.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We've covered him before.
He's in Robot Jocks.
Yeah,
we got a
Robot
quick
Jocks.
scene in Robot Jocks.
Yeah, isn't he one of the gambling guys or something?
It's like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
This other cop, he finds a bed sheet in the kitchen. He lifts it up. It's the freak under there who lunges out at him and bites this guy's eyeballs out.
That's
I like it.
doesn't seem possible, but
To bite out an eyeball?
yeah.
You just gotta get a good...
You got to have a toothy Tina sort of jaw distension to get that going.
I mean, the socket, if you can get your teeth in there, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like you just end up pushing the eyeball. Like it's like a bobbing for apple situation.
Neil and Bob, or is that just what you do? Oh!
That's Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Clint Eastwood? I fucked them.
Sorry, I feel the need to reference or acknowledge the references I do get.
Inside their room, Crampton and Rebecca are praying. Rebecca makes sure to throw in some stuff that her mother doesn't love about bringing the family back together.
Dear God, you haven't really done a whole lot for us lately.
In fact, this is a curse.
Could you maybe bring us back to 0?
Yeah, you could maybe start the prayer with "Please start listening."
Not asking for money or anything here. Just
Crampton goes to look for these cops. The freak grabs her and smacks her head up against the wall. Inside the room, the freak helps Rebecca undress, and then he starts sniffing her clothes.
yeah.
That's pretty weird.
Does I have a dick?
It's his niece.
Oh, God damn it.
You do. They're definitely trying to thread the. It's tantalizing, but she's technically a teenage girl sort of issue. You know, her earlier with the bra and everything. Makes you feel kind of gross.
Yeah. The movie's pretty gross. Pretty scummy movie.
Did you say greasy, slimy, and grimy?
It's definitely grimy. I don't know how much grease is in the film. Why didn't we pick grease for that category?
The Travolta musical, Grease?
Yeah.
I had Grease. We did The Greasy Strangler.
Yeah.
Our number 1 movie.
You should have done grease.
No, I shouldn't. That's a 5-star banger.
Yeah, it's a 5-star. I was going to say.
You don't think Grease is a 5-star banger?
I haven't seen it since like middle school. I don't
Maybe
think.
we should watch it tonight.
I don't want to watch Grease.
Grease holds up, dude. Grease is good. Grease is a word.
They're fucking playing it at the bar. Let's go, Kron. Come on.
Just rocking about fucking Cadillacs and shit.
Summer loving happens so fast.
She realizes what's up, starts screaming.
That's all I have to say.
Oh, well, oh, well, oh, well, oh, well.
Hello.
Freak picks her up, takes her away. Crampton wakes up and grabs a butcher's knife. Back at the station, Combs says, "I answered all your questions. Now go save my family." Cop's like, "But why did you kill Sylvana?"
You're telling me I've already brought you the greatest John Travolta performance that ever happened in the history of film. You think we can up that?
He's gonna say Blowout.
Blowout's his best. Blowout is best Travolta.
The Fanatic is best Travolta.
Face Off.
No one...
That's Nicolas Cage, dude.
Is it?
Yes.
It's John Travolta doing Nicolas Cage doing John Travolta, dude.
No.
It's fucking...
Nicolas Cage doing Travolta.
Meta,
Travolta's doing
dude.
Cage.
It's meta. You would not seriously argue that The Fanatic is his best role.
Try me.
Do you think that?
You gave it away. Your tell.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You gave the movie a 1.5.
So?
You think it's his best performance?
John Travolta?
Yes.
Haven't seen his whole filmography. I still got I Am Wrath. to
Okay,
go.
if you've seen-
Trading Paint.
If you've seen one other movie, it's not his best performance.
You pulled out titles that I would have fucking pulled out.
So,
That's incredible.
don't you fucking think that I think it was called Travolta Later On was a category at one point.
Fuck.
And then I was like, this is going to be too
We
bad.
could do like a red box category of like him, those later Cages. The bummer is I would have picked a Bruce Willis 2 years ago.
I had one called Uncaged, yeah, and it was all later.
Yeah.
I have come up with some categories. I'm like, that's too bad. No, that's too much. So you may hate what I pick, but I think about you sometimes. Because I could do... We could drag it on for 3 weeks. It's oof.
I mean, based on some of your picks, I don't know if you think about me.
For the listener, I just want to kind of set the scene here. Kron is hunched forward looking at his notes like, oh my God, I want to get through this. Dan is sitting back, hands on his stomach like a fucking, the most chill gangster. He is loving every second of the torture. I'm happy for you.
Thanks, man. Bones is leaned back, legs crossed, finger toe socks on.
Mm-hmm.
Loving it. Just having a good time.
Feeling fat as fuck after that Mexican Coke.
It's cool when your socks are $20 a piece.
Yeah. That's why you wear the shit out of them.
Combs yells out, I didn't kill her, I fucked her, okay? This pisses the cop right off. He hits Combs in the face with his nightstick, which we've already established is just a big salami. Another cop drags this guy off. He's gone too far.
Did you put, like, solid gold? Like, when you wrote that down?
Dan, I didn't even write that in my notes. That just came to me while we've been sitting here. I'm in the moment, baby. Combs wakes up.
This is the stupidest show ever.
It's great. This is fun.
Combs wakes up. He grabs a nightstick. He jumps out the window. The freak takes Rebecca to the dungeon. He chains her up. He holds up his baby picture and points at himself, but realizes Rebecca can't see. He takes off his shit. That's what happens.
It is. It's just mean.
I forget too, freak. I forget too.
He takes off his sheet, revealing his hideous form. He starts kissing her, but Crampton shows up. She unbuttons her shirt.
Cramping his style.
Nice.
It's good. She unbuttons her shirt. She says, take me.
The most mild joke this episode. She was actually supposed to be fully nude in this and to entice the castle freak away from blind daughter there.
Who changed that?
Well, she decided that it was way too cold in the castle to do that, so she didn't want to get full nude.
You've seen her already, right? She's the one in
If this
Body
fucking
Double.
band could put heat in the fucking castle, that fucker couldn't spring for a heater that day?
That was her decision, and he respected it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm saying Charles. This was at Charles Band's castle, right?
yes.
Fucking guy.
But yeah, she said it was too drafty and cold in the castle, and she just didn't want to be fucking freezing.
Biggest regret, killing the castle freak. Second biggest regret, not putting heat in sooner.
Yeah, not renting a heater for a day.
Yeah, we've seen her body before, right? She's the one in Body Double. She's his
Yeah.
girlfriend that cheats on him.
Mm-hmm.
You should. Well, that might entice you then to watch From Beyond.
Yeah, she's wearing some crazy stuff in From Beyond.
Okay.
You're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
An old dude. What's the other guy's name? Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Freak's interested in what he sees, and we already know that he's got a taste for nipples, so... As he approaches her, she jabs the knife into his back.
Was he like, I ain't got $20?
The nipple is the most salami-looking part of the body, right? So
That's true.
It makes... He's been predisposed to...
I mean, on a lady's body, I guess.
There's some dudes out there with some hefty discs.
Some patties.
Yeah.
Just imagine a guy going in for his physical, and the doctor's like, well, these are some hefty discs.
What's your comeback for that? Shut up.
Hey. As they're escaping, the freak jumps through a window. He's chasing after them.
That's how you do it, dude. That's a good fucking jump through a window.
Yeah.
It's fucking badass.
It does look good. They run into the Duchess room and hide. The freak enters but finds the cat of nine tails. He picks it up, just starts bashing everything in sight. Eventually he gets tired of that and wanders off. Crampton and Rebecca, they come out of where they were hiding. As they're walking down a hallway, Rebecca breaks a plate, chases on again. The freak turns a corner, starts coming after him. Their only option is to run up. Crampton. Crampton and Rebecca, they're on the roof. The freak is right behind them. All looks lost, but Combs pops up. Giorgio, he shouts out. These two start fighting. Combs with his nightstick, Giorgio with his chain. They wrestle back and forth, trading who has the upper hand. Looks like Giorgio's won. Combs is down. He approaches Crampton and Rebecca. But Combs has one last strategy. Grabs the freak's chain and jumps off the roof. Both men land on the ground below. Crampton and Rebecca race down. Combs is fading. He says, "Forgive me, I love you," and he dies. Cut to Combs' funeral. They load him up in a hearse. Boy! The tall man appears.
Whoa! Holy shit!
As Crampton and Rebecca leave the funeral, they look down the street and see the cop holding hands with his son. Takes off his hat to pay his respects. Roll the credits. Castle Freak from 1995, directed by Stuart Gordon.
Rooftop fight doesn't look too bad.
I'd say with
In the
more
rain,
budget,
yeah.
I think that could have been really good.
The paleness of the freak, it kind of pops.
It's not, I mean, especially for like full moon stuff, it looks better than your average full moon, certainly. And I think having Stuart Gordon, direct probably helped out a lot.
Gentlemen, upon further research, Castle Freak from 1995 was released November of 1995 with a budget of $500K. That's an estimate. There is no box office. It was direct to video. At the cinema that week, it was direct to video, so we don't really have a lot there. I guess we could have looked at 95, but
It's a riddle I can't solve.
the freak prosthetics and makeup took 6 hours to apply each day.
Worth it.
The first full moon film to be released outside of Paramount was originally slated for a Halloween 1994 theatrical release before being pushed direct to video and released in November of 1995. The poster and the film were designed prior to the script being written.
Why not wait 2 more months and put it out in the theater in 95? I mean, what?
I don't know why it got pushed.
I think band, like in general, was just moving more to direct to video. Like Full Moon. Because he had Empire, which was theatrical. And I think Full Moon started out as theatrical. But then I think he just realized, like, whatever
more money.
Yeah, whatever deal he had with rental places, he was actually making more on that side of it. So, like, why pay all the extra cash to get it into a theater?
Yeah, and market and all that shit. Yeah, fair. Plus, I'm sure there's probably some bullshit, contract stuff. You're probably having to pay a little bit more to your actual crew and all that. Whereas a direct to video, I'm imagining there's probably some deviation in the royalties or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I got for research. But yeah, I remember this. Hell, I think I remember that title at Best Way. I mean,
yeah, it probably was sitting on the shelf there. It wouldn't surprise me.
It's weird we never grabbed it, I guess.
And we did kind of gloss over it, but the story for this is like Gordon and Band had a meeting, and Band was like, check out this poster. It's Castle Freak. And Stuart Gordon was like, what's that about? He was like, you can make it and tell me.
It just had to be called Castle Freak. It had to be shot in my castle. Mm-hmm. It had to be done by a certain point, right?
Yep.
And we have this much amount of money.
Yeah.
And I think this does follow because From Beyond is a H.P. Lovecraft thing. I think Gordon really liked H.P. Lovecraft stuff.
This has a few elements, but not like a ton, I guess.
Yeah.
I could still consider it a HP work, I guess.
I read a little thing that said, like, the story that Gordon took, like, Castle Freak from, it's essentially like this guy who he thinks there's a monster in the castle, and then eventually he, like, comes up the stairs and there's a mirror there, and he sees himself and realizes he's the monster in the castle.
That's probably why the mirror breaking.
And the cop referencing that? You don't like what you see?
Maybe. Yeah. I think it's like literally the part where the freak goes and breaks the mirror. Like that's the entire H.P. Lovecraft story that he took this from. So
yeah, because it in the notes it says it's very little.
Yeah, it's like it is like a 2-minute scene in the movie. So
now I've never seen a DVD or a VHS of this that I can recall. Is it the poster just the freak kind of looking over his shoulder or looking to the side?
Yeah, I believe that.
Is that
so? There's that poster.
Well, it might have been the animated one.
The other one I see a bunch is just Rebecca. She's like standing on the cover, and it's got some kind of like weird.
I think he's got the two hands with the shackles, kind of like touching her shoulders. And there's like lightning and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are the two I see the most.
So I feel like that the one that you just talked about with Rebecca on it is the one that they would probably have, because it seems weird that they would already have the look of the freak. On that poster.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that poster might have been after, like, post-production.
Okay, because I was going to say that is a bad poster. That is bad art. I don't like it. I like the one with Rebecca on it.
Yeah.
And it has a very 80s feel.
Like I said, if you told me this was 82 or 83, I'd be like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
No arguments from me.
Well, yes, that is much better.
I think that's the one
that's the original
before they did anything.
Which means he probably then had to write that in there, which is fucking crazy. To write her in there, get her shirt off. He did it.
Keep going.
Yeah. You ready? Time to rate?
Rate my box. Yeah. Bones, I'm going to give you a 3.0.
I'm going to give you a 3.5.
Dan, 3.5. Bones, 3.0.
All right, gentlemen. Castle Freak, 1999. 95. Like I said, I've always heard about it, watched it when I got Shudder, and it was like, Kron, you need to check this movie out. History, yada, yada, yada. But, I have a good time with this movie, man. It's gross, yes. And I think it works. I think the relationship between Barbara and
Jeffrey Combs.
Jeffrey, good Lord. I think it works. I think the tragedy part of it, losing the kid, and like all that shit, I think works. The overacting from Combs is fucking great. It's hilarious. I think the makeup looks great. I think some of the stunt work looks great, like him jumping through the window, and I think the roof fight looks really good in the rain and all that shit. I don't know, I just have a good time with this movie. It's a 4.0 for me.
Wow.
It's just a fun fucking movie. Yeah, it's one of those ones where you can really kind of judge like a person if like how into horror they are, because you can be like, oh shit, you heard about Castle Freak? And sometimes they come back and are like, whoa, like what the fuck was that? And then some people are like, holy shit, dude, that was awesome.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I agree it's gross, but I kind of like it that way though.
I agree. I'm going to give you my number ahead of time. I'm actually a 3.5. So for me, my rule, all movies start at a 3. This has a lot going against it, right? It is gross, but I will say this. He manages to find a tone where it's gross and obscene, but you're not you're not dirty, right? You're not like Savage Streets. I feel fucking like I need a shower afterwards. And I don't know if that is because it has kind of a positive ending, if there's enough groundwork laid with humanity and or humor from the overacting and just sort of the ridiculousness, and I mean that in a positive, of some of the dialogue. The fact that this thing was done for $500,000 and you established these crazy rules before you set out. Got to be in a castle. It's got to be called Castle Freak. You got to figure out how to get one of your leads in a bra. Like, is pretty impressive. To your point about, testing somebody's horror vibe, I think that this is something that even if you venture into horror a little bit and you're willing to like attempt to be grossed out or scared, I think it delicately guides you through that. And it's quite fun. That being said, I think those restrict it from being even further up, but I think 3.5 is a fair rating from me.
Castle Freak. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to echo a lot of what you both said. The movie is pretty grimy. It's pretty mean-spirited even, right? Like, it's kind of interested in being mean to its characters. I feel like they want to draw some kind of allegory of like maybe a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing. Like, these two guys are the same side of a coin, or the opposite sides of a coin. But at the same time, it's like, well, Combs isn't really the hero of the story because, he's pretty shitty throughout the entire film. And you could have an angle where the freak is like a misunderstood guy who's been beaten his whole life, but then he's also being pretty skeezy and like perving on Rebecca through it's just like no character is really good, But man, it's just a ton of fun. I love everything that Combs is doing. Like, all of his acting choices, they just work. He knows what kind of movie he's in, and he's bringing what Combs can bring to a film. The whole story about how this movie came to be is endlessly funny to me, that it was a poster first. And it just, I know Charles Band has probably screwed over a lot of people and done some shady deals, but, for as many of them go wrong, every once in a while you'll get a Castle Freak in there that it's like a fun, grimy, and I feel like it's kind of like an exploitation thing, right? It's really, It's a low budget movie that is adding a ton of disturbing violence and some kind of sexual factor to get people to put their eyes on it. But yeah, man, it's skeezy, but it's fun. It's Castle Freak. Whenever I went on George's show, that is Best Little Horror House in Philly, I picked Castle Freak, and I feel like I gave it a little bit of an elevated rating when I went on there. I had to go back and look at my scores and say, Kron, do you like this more than Black Roses? I do not. This is a 4.0 from me.
Okay. So you gotta do this.
All right, guys. Castle Freak would have an average score from the three of us of 3.83. This bad boy would land at number 33 on the big list. This would currently be right below Mute Witness and right above Prey.
Above Prey.
Yeah. It's Castle Freak, dude.
Yeah, it's Castle Freak, dude.
How, that was a Nick and Brantley.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't Castle.
What were the scores across that? Why would the?
I gotta pull that up.
I feel like I might have been a 4 on Prey.
You were a 4 on Prey.
Nick's usually high.
Hey, we don't know if he indulges.
Prey. All right.
Don't put that out about Nick.
For Prey, I gave it a 3. Dan a 3.5. Bones a 4. Brantley a 4.5 and Nick a 4.
That's fucking wild that the math works out. Okay. It is what it is. Dan, you got a point. I got a 0.5. Rate my letterbox. Good showing, dude.
Finally. This one wasn't rigged.
Kron has 10 points. Bones has 12. Dan has 10.5.
We should do a rewind right now, dude.
Fuck, wait a second. Shit.
All right. One last thing that you reminded me about Castle Freak. I usually, of the three of us, pride myself on being the nicest, whatever. I would hope you would agree. Mean is usually a complaint that I have. And you're 100% correct that Castle Freak has a meanness to it. But there is something about how he's able to thread it being mean, but never negative. Like the attacks and things feel like trials. I don't feel like they're suffering. And I don't know if it could just be like that the characters do have an innate likeness about them. Like you sort of feel for them. But as soon as you said that, I was like, that is a perfect word to describe it. But it's I'm using it as a positive.
Yeah.
Because if you can effectively do that, but I don't feel bad afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a little mean, but it's also mean in the way that, like, you know, villains are mean in Scooby-Doo or something. It's like very heightened and over the top and just kind of unbelievable in a sense. So, yeah.
That's it's action hero or action villain mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's 2 in one day. Whew. I think the quality went down a little bit.
For who?
I'm just kidding.
We'll come back strong tomorrow.
We got substitute at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Jesus Christ.
Just do it now.
Get us out of here, dude.
As always, you could find us on social media, Letterboxd, Threads, and Instagram. If you are on Spotify or iTunes, please rate, review the show. It helps us bring more show to more people. I don't know. If you really want to fuck with us, there is a Discord link on every episode that drops every Wednesday. So get in there and have some fun with us. But other than that, Castle Freak forever.
Yeah, it's Castle Freak.
How you doing there, JJ?
You're blocking the fucking door.
Things don't go.
Push the door.
I thought we were in an alley.
It's still
You have to get in the window.
There's still a door from the alley in here. Push.
No, you're the base.
I get on top of you and we push.
This is your problem because you're a voyeur. You just want to sit outside and watch and stare. If there was big tits in there, then you'd have the door open.
Hey, look at the box office.
Paul Verhoeven will push open the fucking door. Watch.
Hey, look at the box office. Who's working with more better people? Man?
Here, I thought that all the stars were inside the movie store.
Who the fuck is this?
Oh my god.
Say,
This is supposed to be for directors' interests.
back.
Whoa.
Step back.
No. Oh, please.
No.
Please put your hands on me.
He wishes only to look from distance. You
All I gotta do is wave like this. And
okay?
the cops will be here.
Do you know how to open this door?
Yeah, he's small enough. Put him through the window.
I've got keys.
This door has keys.
What do you mean you got keys?
I've got keys.
You work in this shit?
No, but I copied their keys.
Are you part of like the 7-day schedule thing?
It's called 5 Day Rentals. It's a video store hosted by 3 handsome men.
I never seen them.
This is new to me. I thought 2 of them were handsome and 1 is a little big. Too much for my taste. So, okay, use the key.
One of them's got 6
didn't know you swing
toes
that
on
way.
1 foot.
I'm going Dutch.
What else could I say about them?
This is all information you could give while unlocking the door.
I don't have keys to here. No.
Who is this guy?
I've got keys, though.
Okay, what he looks like is a man with shoulders that you can step on.
You have a good
go.
story. Maybe I can.
Actually,
Right
he may.
about you.
I get the sense this man likes feet. He might want your feet on his shoulders.
That's more your thing.
You guys put all your feet on me. That'd be
See,
fun.
I told you.
Nah, we're talking about a movie. Not
Climb
real
up me
life.
like a redwood.
Who's the better director here? I give orders.
No,
You,
you're into the feet. I'm not. I like to watch the feet.
I'm no
from afar.
Tarantino's. You pervert.
Tarantino ruined us. That's who. Fuck that guy. He owes us.
You more so than me.
Yeah, but you can join in.
I'm more. You know who rip off of me is the Poor Things guy now. You know.
Yeah. What's his
Yamish.
math?
Longamo?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
This guy's still here.
Let's all put our feet on each other's feet. Let's do that, remember?
I will give you Paul Verhoeven feet. You get me inside. I have a bone to pick.
we gotta go through the window. So, Paul, you get down.
You got
I
a
get
bone
on.
to pick with the store?
What's your name, kid?
Nate.
Nate. I push you up. You go through the window.
No, I'll push
Open
you.
the
I'll
door.
push you up. Put your foot in my hand.
No,
Why
give you-
won't you go in the vent?
I'll give
Why
you a
don't
little
you want to
boost.
go?
I have an assistant for everything. Why don't I just call a locksmith? I have money still.
Okay, psh, come over here. Creep kid, come over here. Listen, it seems like you and I want to only get in.
Yeah, I'll give you a little
He's
boost.
making excuses. If you promise not to lick my feet.
No dice. I'm
Okay,
not
I
gonna
tried
do
to
it.
make a
Not
deal.
gonna do
Too
it.
bad. Paul Verhoeven, go home.
I'm just here for my check.
I'm gonna wait until the guys are back.
Do you have my check? These guys owe me a lot.
I've got checks in my car.
Listen, I know I left on a bad note, but it looks like Alex Jones is in the front. We might want to bail the other way.
I was gonna say there's some weirdos over there.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out
Take
of
off
here.
our shoes and get out of here.
However you need to do it, Nate. Now let's go.